Okay, so here I've started this graph. We have this function, 3x squared over x squared minus 4. I've started going through the steps to be able to graph the rational function. So first I found out if it has symmetry. So you find out if it has symmetry by substituting in negative x so that you can determine whether it's even or odd, right? So if you get back what you started with, then it's an even function. If you get back the opposite of what you started with, it's an odd function. So since it's a even function, is going to be symmetric about the y-axis. So basically the left side is going to mirror the right side. Then the y-intercept is 0. The x-intercept is also 0. The next part, we go to the vertical asymptote. Remember, the vertical asymptote is just simply identifying the domain of the rational function. Basically, we're going to identify the values of x that need to be discarded, like what is never in the function, because that's where the asymptotes are going to be located to show that the graphs will never touch those points. They just get as close to them as possible. So here I'm going to solve this. It doesn't matter how you solve it. So I get a vertical asymptote of positive 2 and negative 2. Then the horizontal asymptote, you have to use your rules. So you look at the exponents on your function, and here my n, which is the top exponent over m, n over m, okay? And so the top exponent is n, the bottom exponent is m, and you have to remember your rules. So when they're equal to each other, the horizontal asymptote is equal to a over b, in this case 3 over 1. So the y is going to equal 3. So the horizontal asymptote is 3. So now we're going to graph our asymptotes. When we plot our asymptotes, they should always be plotted as dashed lines. And then y equals 3. Okay. Alright, so then we would have to identify ordered pairs. So you have to do your t-table. You have to do your t-table. So if you look at, if you're in my class, you have notes that you can look at to see the work. But if not, I can just tell you what the ordered pairs are, so you can just identify your ordered pairs. What you should do is you should pick x values that lie in each coordinate, so like each area that is separated with your asymptotes. So this is an area, this middle is an area, and this end is an area, right? And so you should pick x values that lie within each section so that you can have points represented in each section so that you can graph your function appropriately, okay? So you just get some points on all sides and all spots. So negative 4, 4. Three. Okay, so negative 3, 5, and 3/4. Alright, so our graph is going to kind of go like this. It's going to mirror on that side. And then here we have some points. Negative 1 and 1. Come out as negative 1 and negative 1. Okay. So they kind of end up mirroring each other. So you kind of can just get one side and then let it mirror because you know that it's y-axis symmetrical. But you can just use some ordered pairs and then sketch your graph from that. But don't be afraid to do the t-table. You're going to need to do the t-table for rational functions.